Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
Oh, yeah. The doctor is in. Dr. Trudy Simmons there. Hey, Doc, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Not much. I'm just watching the rain come pouring down and the trees bending over. But other than that, not much is happening.
Not much exciting, at least, right?
That's right.
We've had some crazy weather, but hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow, as Annie says.
She does say that.
Yeah, that and Dr. Trudy Simmons says that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Trudy is a life coach, author, host, wife, and husband. How's Brian doing? I was thinking about Brian this morning. Is he doing all right?
You know, he's doing well. He's lost all of his hair and about 50 pounds. But he's doing good. He's doing good. You know, this Sunday we will celebrate our 24th anniversary.
Oh.
So he hasn't gotten rid of me yet. So.
Well, congratulations. What are you going to do? Are you, I guess you can't stay at a bed and breakfast or a hotel. I mean, what are you going to do?
We're going to hang out here. I mean, we can't really do much out. So we can go pick up dinner if we want. But, you know, he's such a good cook that I just asked him to stay in and cook. So we're just going to hang out here and celebrate here and, you know, maybe later do something. But
try on all your medals that are hanging back there. You know, just have fun.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, since he's such a good cook, when this all blows over, let's do a live show at your house and
do a cooking demonstration.
We'll do a special cooking segment on the show.
Let's do it. I'll do all the cleaning, but he'll do all the cooking, so it'll be a great show.
Can we call it Breakfast with Brian? How would that be?
Yes, definitely. That actually has a good name to it, or good ring to it. So definitely.
Like
now, does he have a specialty? Is there something that he cooks really well and that he loves to cook and the whole neighborhood loves? Is there something like that?
You know, he is, I mean, not to brag on him, but he's good at everything. He recently just changed from a normal eating to the keto diet.
Yeah.
And so now everything he makes is keto, and it's delicious. It's just, I've had the Christian View team over, and they never want to leave because his food is so good. He makes this dish, it's cauliflower and cheese, and you bake it in the oven, and it's kind of like potatoes, but it's cauliflower. It's really good.
Now, you said all his hair fell out. That's not a good sell for keto. I got to tell you that right up front.
But he's lost weight.
I think that was my fault. I think his hair fell out because of me.
So he pulled it out. It didn't just fall out.
Now,
being married to me and all the crazy adventures we go on, I think kind of pulled all his hair out.
The doctor needs a doctor, I think, Dan.
Yes.
Dr. Trudy Simmons, host of the Christian View, life coach, author, host, mom, and wife. We wanted to check in on you, see how you're doing. I looked on your Facebook page, the Facebook as I call it, and I love what you put out. I think it's a meme. Maybe you put it out there yourself. I'm not sure. Since I'm not Facebook savvy in that way, gratitude helps you see what's there instead of what isn't. I love that. Define gratitude for us.
You know, I think it's just having a thankful heart. I was teaching a Bible study the other day, and it kind of goes along with that. It says, worry refuses to share gratitude in your heart. So you can't have worry and gratitude at the same time. So I think gratitude is just being thankful, but also having a trustful heart that God's going to take care of everything. You know, just being at peace that God he's there. He's gonna take care of it.
Great
so we have to be thankful in advance.
Now, Trudy, how do we? Here's the big $64,000 question. How do we be grateful? How do we focus on gratefulness when there's so much to worry about right now? Do you think?
Yeah, and that's a great point. But you know, I put on this morning, my Facebook page this morning. What are you thankful for? So we can all find something that we are thankful for. And so instead of doing what the enemy wants us to do, which is focus on all the negatives, even if we just focus on one positive and start praising God for that one positive, then that develops a thankful heart. And then that worry has to flee because they can't stay in the same atmosphere.
Love that. Dr. Trudy Simmons, host of the Christian View and life coach. All right, Doc, you put also something on there, which I responded to. There's a shift coming. Get ready. My response was shift happens.
And it really does on many levels.
Yeah. What's the shift? Talk to us about that.
You know, so a couple of weeks ago, I was out on a run and the atmosphere just felt really heavy. And there was a lot of fear going on in the atmosphere. And recently, the atmosphere seems a little bit more peaceful. I don't think there's as much fear. and I think that people's hearts are turning back to God, which is what he wants. And so the fear for a lot of people is leaving, and there's more of a peace and a calmness that's coming over our communities.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Wow. See, I was trying to get back to the view so everybody can see us here. This is what happens when you're trying to, produce the video and do everything at the time and do a song and a dance. You see. Anyway, it's a good thing we're not on TV right now, right?
Yes.
So, speaking of which, how are you guys doing are you? I know you've been doing this via Zoom or somehow from your own homes. Is it all working out on the Christian View?
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be going good. I alternate every week between the Christian View Girl Talk and then having the whole team on. There's 7 of us, so it's hard to have all 7 on at the same time. So I try to mix it up, but it's going well. I mean, it's going well. It's fun to catch up with each other and see what's going on in their lives, and and just stay connected, because that's
you don't have to deal with Atlanta traffic getting to the studio, right?
That's right, and we don't have to wear high heels. We don't have to put on our eyelashes.
Well, I'm still wearing high heels, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
In fact, that's really why we called today. We wanted to talk to you about Dan's issues. I have none.
They are numerous.
Yeah. We can talk about that, and I even know how to put on false eyelashes. So if you ever need that,
oh, okay, well, that's good to know.
Let me know.
Love that. Dr. Trudy Simmons on Zoom and on the radio. All right, Doc, we do want to talk to you in a few weeks. We may still be socially isolated, just really not sure what's going on. But once we get past all this, and I think we all really believe that we will in some form or fashion, and we'll be better in the sense of that. I think, I've heard so many people say, this is an opportunity where God has said, all right, this is what you need to strip away. I'm the most important. Where are we going to be on the other side of this, spiritually, as a church, economically even, relational? What do you think?
I think the body of Christ has come together so strong that we're just going to be a strong tower for the Lord. I think the new season's coming where God is raising up his warriors. And, there's a scripture that says, throw off everything that hinders you. And I think that's where we are. We're finding out what hinders us, maybe in relationally, where are we not strong? Spiritually, where are we not strong? In our work ethics, where are we not strong? And he's building us up to be a strong warrior for himself. And so I think on the other side of this, people are talking about 9/11 and how when that happened, we were it was a weekend and then things got back to normal. I don't think there's going to be a back to normal with a lot of people. I think a lot of people's hearts have changed. And so I think we're going to be a stronger unit for Christ on the other side. So I know that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. During this time of being isolated and like you said, a new normal, has God given you any new topics that you want to talk about on the show when things do, I guess, get back to normal and you're able to start with some new show ideas?
That's a great question. And yes, I feel like he has told me to be a lot more bold in my faith. A lot of times we try to tiptoe around, especially in media, not to offend, but he's challenged me to be a lot more bold in my faith and what we talk about and what we share, and just even going out in the community. I used to do the Christian View on the street, where we went out in the community and found out what the views were on the street, and I stopped that, and he's encouraging me to go back out and just be among the community and just sharing the gospel with boldness and without fear.
That's great.
Love that. Dr. Trudy Simmons, go to trudysimmons.net and find out more about her. And if you have questions, you need life coaching, etc., check her out. And also check her out on The View. She's the host, and she's got an amazing panel there. Her favorite guest thus far is Dan and myself.
By far.
Yeah.
And you guys are coming back as soon as we're back in studio.
All right.
And we're actually selling VHS copies of that show with us on it. So for $19.95, call Shamso 449-957-300. All right, Doc, we got to get back. We got to go. We got to go take a break, but we'll get back to you in about a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Maybe we can get Brian on sometime, and we'll talk to him about cooking, etc.
Breakfast with Brian. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.